The U.S. Government Weather Agency has issued an official warning that this year's El Nino has a 63% chance of developing into a super El Nino, potentially becoming one of the strongest climate anomalies recorded since 1950.
미국 해양대기청은 올해 발생한 엘니뇨가 63% 확률로 슈퍼 엘니뇨로 발전할 것으로 보이며 이번이 1950년 이후 발생한 사례 중 가장 강력한 수준에 해당할 수 있다고 공식 경고했습니다. Alright, so tell us about this possibility of a super El Nino. Some people are calling it a Godzilla El Nino, but a really big one. And that's troublesome.
Yes, experts are predicting that it could be massive. A regular El Nino, we know, is a phenomenon in which the sea surface temperatures in the Pacific Ocean near the equator rise to be what experts call higher or warmer than normal. And that sets off a chain of events around the world that turn into crazy weather patterns or phenomena. But now when you get a super El Nino that experts are saying could hit this year, that is the classification is when the water temperatures are even more than 2 degrees than normal.
Yep, exactly. And this will likely affect areas around the Pacific Ocean. So we might be seeing floods, for example, wetter than usual winters. And this is going to affect so many regions.
And you would think it's just wet or, water or just storms or floods, but it's also, responsible in a wider sense for crazy wildfires in Greece or, in California. Things where it's, basically outside the general or expected weather patterns that experts have tracked for hundreds of years.
네, 그래요. 그냥 엘니뇨도 아니고 슈퍼 엘니뇨가 예상된다라는 상당히 우려스러운 예보가 나온 가운데 잠재적으로 여러 가지 피해가 발생할 수 있다라고 했는데요. 잠재적으로 영어로는 potentially.
Potentially. When you talk about potential, it's something that is underground. It's not above ground. It's something that is brewing. It has the chance to become something.
So it's an adverb. 그래서 뒤에 형용사나 동사가 붙겠죠. Potentially dangerous. Potentially, let's see, what can we say?
How about potentially successful?
There you go. A very good example of potentially. Thank you so much.
I was trying to think of a positive example.
Yes, that was exactly the way I was headed. What about an anomaly?
Anomaly. That's kind of a funny word to say, no?
Anomaly.
And especially if you have an article in front of it, like
an
anomaly.
Yeah.
Your mouth kind of on it.
Yeah.
But an anomaly is something that is different or unexpected or somehow off in terms of data from the regular expected, set of behaviors.
그렇죠. 보통의 그 흐름에 맞지 않는 것을 an anomaly라고 표현을 할 수 있는데요. 이례적인 것이 될 수 있겠죠. 여기서는 climate anomalies라고 했기 때문에 이상 기후 현상 이렇게 보면 되겠습니다. 자, 다시 한번 제가 읽어볼게요. The U.S. Weather Agency has issued an official warning that this year's El Nino has a 63% chance of developing into a super El Nino, potentially becoming one of the strongest climate anomalies recorded since 1950. And let's move on to our next headline.
Celebrated British painter David Hockney, whose vibrant portraits and iconic sun-drenched depictions of everyday life made him one of the most beloved and influential figures in contemporary art, has passed away at the age of 88.
영국 출신의 저명한 화가 데이비드 호크니가 88세를 일기로 세상을 떠났습니다. 그는 생동감 넘치는 초상화와 햇살 가득한 일상 풍경을 담은 상징적인 작품들을 통해 현대 미술계에서 가장 사랑받고 영향력 있는 인물 중 한 명으로 꼽혀온 화가입니다. Tell us more.
Well, born in the UK in 1937, Hockney relocated to the US in the 1960s. And so that's where a lot of his success and his artwork happened. If you are not familiar with David Hockney, I still feel like you would be likely to recognize some of his most signature pieces.
Yeah.
The most recognizable one being a series of LA swimming pool pictures, which are so blue and so vibrant. And that sort of defines David Hockney's work. And, his much-loved pieces were reproduced in prints and posters. I had a poster in my apartment in college.
Really?
Yes. So even if you're not a follower of David Hockney's work, you know him, and he's had a huge influence on the contemporary art world.
맞아요. 지금 계절이랑 딱 맞는 그 수영장에 이렇게 첨벙 들어가서 물이 튀기는 요런 그림. 그게 대표적으로 데이비드 호크니의 작품이었는데요. 그런 좀 밝은 느낌. 기분 좋아지는 이런 느낌의 그림들로 굉장히 유명하죠.
What was interesting about Hockney was that he didn't typically paint anything spectacular or, anything too wild or different. He enjoyed painting everyday life. Like a swimming pool. He was fond of painting his two beloved dachshunds.
Yeah.
He painted his mother, he painted his house. So just everyday life. And yet he did it in a way that really captivates the viewer and almost makes you want to, jump into that swimming pool because his work kind of jumps off the canvas.
Exactly. 2019년에는 서울에서도 이제 개인전을 연 적이 있습니다. 자, 그럼 한번 표현을 볼게요. 유명한, famous도 있지만 celebrated는 어떨까요?
Celebrated with an ed at the end, used this way. It's not, just the past tense of the word celebrate, but it becomes an adjective to describe somebody that is not just famous, but famous plus loved plus perhaps respected.
Sure.
And kind of widely so. So you wouldn't just say about your best friend that he or she is celebrated just because you love him or her, but somebody that is sort of recognized around the world or in a wide sense. That would be somebody that's celebrated.
So in the World Cup right now, on our team,
Yes.
Team Korea, we have the celebrated Son Heung-min, who of course is a great, I guess, assistant to the rest of the team as well. I mean, he leads the team, but he's also right now, I think, acting as a bit of an anchor role instead of like shooting. He's helping the team.
Well, I guess he's the captain, so he always is sort of the emotional pillar of the team, and he's sort of the most celebrated soccer star, at least on Team Korea, widely known. That would be a good way to use it.
그래요. 그래서 굉장히 유명하다, 명성이 높다라고 할 때 celebrated, 그리고 이제 그 어떤 직업인지 얘기하면 되겠죠? 아니면 그냥 most celebrated, 그렇죠. 직업 뒤에 붙이면 되죠. 여기선 페인터가 나왔지만 celebrated football player, celebrated dentist, 이런
celebrated
식으로.
radio DJ,
그래요.
whatever it is you want to put behind it.
좋습니다. 자, 그 다음에 sun-drenched depictions.
This is a hyphenated adjective, so sun and then hyphen drenched. So sun-drenched, when something is drenched, it is wet, like it is not just you spill a little bit of water on yourself, but you become completely soaked, like you're at a Psy concert. So if
is that what happens at a Psy concert?
Yes, you get completely drenched with water and sweat. So if something is sun-drenched, that means you are sort of bathing in the sun. And
그래요.
David Hockney's paintings have a lot of sunlight, a lot of sun. I mean, he was based in LA, and that comes across in his work.
네. 이 물에 푹 뭔가를 담궈 놓으면은 그게 이제 물에 drenched 됐다고 해요. 근데 이제 몰랐는데, 싸이 콘서트 가면은 거기도 이게 물을 뿌리나 보죠?
Yes.
맞나요?
Yes.
그래서
completely
흠뻑
drenched.
젖어요.
Completely drenched.
그렇구나. 자, 여기서는 sun drenched이기 때문에 햇살을 정말 이렇게 많이 받는 듯한 그런 인상의 그림들. 그래서 아주 화사하고 아주 밝고 정말 이렇게 따뜻한 그런 햇살이 거의 느껴질 것 같은 이런 그림들이죠. sun-drenched 그런 그림들로 유명합니다. 자, 다시 읽어볼게요. Celebrated British painter David Hockney, whose vibrant portraits and iconic sun-drenched depictions of everyday life made him one of the most beloved and influential figures in contemporary art, has passed away at the age of 88. Now let's move on to the final headline.
A passenger jet carrying 345 passengers from Mexico to London was grounded for several days after cabin cleaning staff discovered a suspected venomous snake on board.
자, 승객 345명을 태우고 멕시코 칸쿤을 출발해 영국 런던에 도착한 여객기에서 기내 청소 도중 독사로 보이는 뱀 한 마리가 발견돼 해당 비행기가 며칠 동안 운항에서 제외되는 일이 벌어졌습니다. Alright, so what happened? What do we know? Yeah, exactly. Yikes. That's correct.
Yes, it's a real life Samuel L. Jackson snakes on a plane type of nightmare story. This happened on a commercial flight from Cancun, Mexico, landing in London, and there were 345 passengers on board. There was a snake discovered thankfully, after those 345 passengers, left the plane, it was discovered by a person cleaning the jet, and they were able to snap a picture of it. Unfortunately, the snake hid. It escaped the reach of the experts that eventually tried to catch it, and so it's currently, as we know, on the loose.
Exactly. 자, 이 민항기 커머셜 플라이트에서 뱀이 발견이 됐습니다. 네, 다행히 부상자나 안전사고는 발생하지 않았고요. 그러나 승객 345명이 이제 내리고 나서 청소를 하던 중 이 뱀이 발견이 됐고 지금까지 알려진 바로는 아직 찾지 못했대요. 지금 기내 어딘가에 있는 것 같아요. 근데
That is the latest we know.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't know for sure. That's why the tense here, just in case you're being very technical, is in the simple past because as far as we know, that is what happened. This actually happened on the 5th of June, so it's been 10 days already.
It's been quite a while. But snakes make no sound and they can slither away. And on a plane, there's obviously no shortage of little places you can hide. And so, so they have not been able to find this problematic snake.
아직까지는 이 뱀을 찾았다라는 소식이 전해지지는 않고 있습니다. 그래서 어떻게 됐는지 저희도 좀 궁금한데요. 아직도 이 안에서 돌아다니는지. 돌아다니는 게 문제가 아니라 먹잇감이 없기 때문에 언젠가는 좀 나와야 되지 않을까 이런 생각이 좀 들어요.
Authorities from the airline say that they will not let the plane fly until they locate it.
그래요.
But who knows if there could even be more.
그렇습니다. 그래서 그런 의미에서 보면은 사실은 여기서 the plane was grounded 말고 it has been grounded라고 해도 됩니다. 그러면 지금까지도 유효하다는 얘기니까. 근데 지금 당장 이 순간에 어떻게 됐는지 저희가 현장에 가보지 않았기 때문에 이렇게 전하는 의미에서 시제를 그렇게 써봤고 자, let's have a look at venomous snake.
Venom, V-E-N-O-M, is the poison, the thing inside the snake that can kill you.
Yeah.
A venomous snake, then, is a snake carrying that. You can use it for other things too. A venomous spider.
Okay, yeah. 그래요. Venomous는 poisonous라는 뜻이 있어서 독사입니다. Venomous snake.
Apparently, though, in English, venomous and poisonous. So venomous is if it bites you, right? So if a spider or if a snake actually attacks you and inserts that poison into you, and a poisonous something or other is like an apple or a mushroom or an herb, something where you have to ingest it
그래요.
to become sick.
그래서 약간의 차이가 있습니다. venomous 하면은 직접 물거나 쏘아서 독을 주입하는 그런 동물에 많이 써요. 지금 얘기한 뱀, 그 다음에는 scorpion, 정갈도 있을 수 있고요. wasp 같은 게 있을 수도 있겠죠. 자, 그런가 하면은 poisonous는 우리가 이제 만지거나 먹었을 때 독이 흡수되는 그런 생물. 그러니까 독버섯이 있을 수도 있겠고, 그 다음에 아까 사과라고 하셨나요?
Like a poisonous apple?
백설공주 생각하신 것 같은데.
Is that too much of a fairy tale story? Or like a poisonous gas?
보통 사과는 독성이 없지만 어쨌든.
That's true.
그래요. 근데 그 동화에서는 그렇게 말하겠죠.
Sure, with Snow White.
맞아요. 자, 그리고 be grounded가 바로 이제 이륙이 금지되다라는 뜻이 되겠습니다. 다시 읽어볼게요. A passenger jet carrying 345 passengers from Mexico to London was grounded for several days after cabin cleaning staff discovered a suspected venomous snake on board. All right, well, that's it for our 5 headlines this morning.